Hello families, happy Wednesday. I just wanted to quickly go over the study guide that your students have done in class today. They are bringing them home for homework and can study them. I want to start off by saying the truth is they should have had plenty of time to finish during class, and I also gave them the option to do this during recess if they did not finish. And so if they're bringing it home, you know, they may not have used their time as wisely as necessary. Or they may have some questions. And if they have the questions, no problem. I hope this video will help, or I will help them tomorrow. So first, a few logistics on the study guide. This didn't print well. This number should be 20. Also at number 3, it says 27 divided by 9 minus 6, and it should be plus 6. On the second page, the third page, there are these cards at the bottom that didn't print out well. These numbers should be 2, 6, and 4, and then 2 and 20. And this 20 should be the shaded area, which is 20 centimeters squared. It's the area of the base. I'm going to go super fast and try not to give too much detail because otherwise no one will want to watch the video. So first is name that number. We've talked about this in class, so they should all know how to do that, and I'm going to skip past it. If they don't, they can talk about it tomorrow. Same with number 2. Number 3, the main concept here is that grouping symbols go first. So, for example, in 7 plus 2, they need to do that first because it's inside parentheses, and then do 9 times 9. This one, it can be confusing the way it's worded, but it mostly just means that if they think about packing a box, if they use a round object versus a square one, which one will pack the box the best? This side. They are figuring out the concept that basically volume is the amount of space this takes up. So, if there are how many cubes will fill up this prism, it's the same thing as the volume of this prism. So for this, they're going to count here. There's that side, this side, and height. Okay? They should know that the formula for volume is length times width times height, or the area of the base times the height. And they can use whichever formula they prefer. So for this one, they would do volume equals, and then they do that multiplication, and it will take up this many squares, and then cubic units. Same thing for these. Down here, this one they're going to practice the formula that is base area times height. So that's why it just shows them the shaded area. So in this case, their number sentence should be 9 times 2. Here, they're going to use the, couldn't see my video, the number sentence with the formula that's length times width times height. So this will be their number sentence. And then their volume, after they figure out that multiplication, and make sure that they add the label, units cubed. On the back, the main concept with these, they should know how to do prism pileup, so I'm going to skip over that. But for this, the main concept is I tell them, just pretend like you are going to break these apart. So I had everyone label, when we practice these, 2 prisms. So here's prism A, here's prism B. Then we find the volume of prism A, and we find the volume of prism B. So for prism A, we're going to take 8 times 4 times 31. And for prism B, which we have practiced this exact problem before, 9 times 10 times 4, I believe. Maybe one number is different. They're going to do the multiplication. On these, it is okay to use a calculator if they're really stuck. So that's okay. Then once they get this, they're going to add these two together, and that will give them their volume. So same with this one, label A and B, figure out the volume of each of those, and then add them together. We will be testing on Friday. We will spend tomorrow going over our study guide, and I will work with kids in small groups that are still misunderstanding a few things, so we should be all set to go by Friday. If you have any questions, feel free to email me. I hope this was helpful and that you have an awesome evening.